You know, every time I come back from a shoot, I have one of these. Is it very visible? It's just a fucking tan line from that watch. A watch causing this every time I go out there. It's not great. So today we're gonna talk about this. This is the camera that I bring out to shoot everything, and I mean everything. There are, advertisements for YouTube, weird TV stuff, but this is the main thing. And I'm thinking to myself, is this a little too much? When you think about all the things that you are shooting for, really, some people might think this is too little. Everyone expects a big red or a big, an Area Alexa or anything, but really, this A7S2 is more than enough. Also, if you can tell, there's a lot of white glue. Well, not glue, white paint. Why did I say glue? There's a lot of white paint on the follow focus. So if you can tell, there's like quite a bit of white paint on the follow focus. Last time I'm shooting with kids, by the way. Don't get paint on my camera or my stuff. So let me just break down what's actually on this. Over here you have the camera, obviously. This is a Sony A7S2, and the A7S2 is probably like one of my favorite cameras to shoot with, especially when making videos, because it's got that nice 4K uncropped. You can go into it with a 24mm and you know it'd be 24mm, and then it's also got that full HD 120 frames a second, and it's really small. Like, all things considered, I have seen bigger rigs than this, and this one I can, hang on, if I just try, look, I can carry this with 2 fingers. But sometimes I think to myself, is all these really necessary? Because external monitor, I can always view from this, and bringing this along means I have to carry these 2 extra batteries. But I always think that the external monitor is something very useful, because all I have to do is, if I'm getting my shot like that, right, and I'm holding it handheld, I can always do this and then turn it, and then voila, I can see what I'm shooting. And you can't do that with the Sony flip out screen, because the Sony flip out screen only does this. Why, Sony? Why? Give me a screen that turns. I can even vlog with this. Look, I can. Hang on. If I just pop that over, and there you go. See, easy. Sony flip out screen. Horrible. Second thing is, this is the small rig cage for the A7S2, the A7R2, the classic A7, the A7 II. They all fit into this one because they have the same body shape. And this gives me like loads of stuff. Like, it gives me 1 mount here, 2, 3, 4 cold shoe mounts, and everything is very modular. You see, look at all these little holes. They're just things for you to like thread screws through. Very, very nice. I really like this this cage. It protects my camera should it fall, which it hasn't. Thank goodness. The next thing on the really complex body is well, let's go to the lens first, shall we? This is the Rokinon 24mm T 1.5. As you can see, it's completely manual. That's why I've got this follow focus on it. I just turn this and it turns the focus. Very convenient. And also, because I run through all the Rokinon lenses, I just use the Rokinon lenses in general. The focus, what is this? The grooves, the focus ring, the grooves on the focus ring, they're all on the same distance. So if I were to, like, say, change lens, right, all I got to do is pull out the follow focus, just extend out, take the lens out, put the lens back, shove the follow focus back in, and the lens will be exactly where they were. If I can, because I tightened this quite a lot. My recent shoot only required the 24, so I've actually tightened the follow focus quite a bit. Follow focus is obviously for me to just pull my focus Usually I have it on the right side because I like to hold my camera like this. So I always put it close to my body, and then I look at the screen like that, and I just do this. Pull it in focus, out of focus. Very, very simple. This, however, this body thing, this little tripod clamp thing, if I were to pull this out and you take the camera off, you take the camera off, just like so. This is one of my favorite things ever, because if you have a camera that is just not tall enough, just gonna turn that away. If you have a camera that's just not tall enough, and just twist this, right, unlock that, and look, it lifts. So if you have a small camera but with a big lens, like maybe an M50, and you just can't get the height, you can just twist it up and put it in like that. Just gives you that little extra height. Very, very nice. I really, really like this. And also, it runs on these carbon fiber rails, because let's be honest, if you're one man and you're carrying a thing like this already, you're going to need to reduce a little bit of weight, and carbon fiber is very light. I don't know if you noticed, but carbon fiber is also very strong. Formula 1 cars use it. Okay. So let's get the camera back on. You see, the one thing that I don't like, and why I personally never remove the camera from the thing, is it's always because it takes ages to get it back in, because it is just so hard to see, and also because that follow focus is in the way. You know what? Let's just do this for now. Alright, but I always thought to myself, is this enough? Like, is this, or maybe is this too much? And I think that for making like little shorts on YouTube, this is like enough. This is just enough. Nice, good quality camera, all the tools you need to make your job easier. But I just want to see, if I strip everything away, what can I get? So why don't we strip everything down to its core, and I'm going to show you all I need is this camera and this lens. I don't need any of these to make a good video. So hopefully you guys enjoy me taking this apart, because it's gonna take some time. Well, that actually didn't take too much time at all. There you go, split to all its respective pieces. And I think this is actually just enough. I think that I can do wonderful things with just this. So why don't we, instead of making coffee, I know a lot of YouTubers like making coffee, and I think coffee's great and all. I just don't drink it. So instead, what I'm gonna do is go make some fruit juice. And then you can tell me if all these is too much. Tell me in the comments if this is too much for just a regular shoe. Because I think if I just show up with this and I can get the exact same quality without all this, it just takes a little bit of work. I don't actually have to spend however many hundreds of dollars it is on things like this, and even this. So all these, I think, in my personal opinion, makes the job easier, but I don't think it's necessary. So let's go make some fruit juice, shall we? Or I think, you know what? No, not fruit juice. I think a smoothie. Let's go.